Alright, cool, we're back. Hope you boys have been enjoying these videos, man. The money advice you should have learned at 16. Well, I wish I knew at 16 anyway, man. The system just wants you to be a paycheck slave. And the whole goal is to break it early, you know. At 16 when you go to school and there's so much they teach you, but so much they don't teach you. It's like all they want is for us to be workers and not thinkers, you know. Like I'm sitting in science and maths and English and they are very important, but why is there not a money class? Like, can we actually, like, why is there not a class called money? You see, if I made the school system, I promise you there will be a class for money. Just money. Like the subject, the same way there's math and you go through algebra and all those different head topics, I would have one for money. And in there will be taxes and income and everything else. But why is there not a class for money? You know? It's like you go to school, you learn all these things, and then you leave, and then you basically have no real understanding of what this world has to offer. Like God, thank God that I have a family full of like accountants and lawyers and people in those kind of professions, because that's how I got to learn. I got to learn through the people that, you know, firsthand. And this is why I say learning's key. You have to learn through someone or something. And this is again why the vote's made. And I even got a free Telegram, so if you don't want to go check it, then check the link in the description if you don't want to, you know, get into that stuff. But yeah, I had to go and learn from first-hand people that was around me on accounts. Like taxes. I was thinking, what even is the HMRC? Like, I don't even know what that's supposed to be. And the reason why I never knew about it, because they wouldn't prepare you to be in a position to have to do your own taxes. I'm pretty sure if you work a corporate job or you work a job, then they sort that out for you. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you just see it come out of your payslip. And you know, you don't actually have to incorporate a company or learn what LLC is, or, you know, find out about any of those other things, you know. Like you can literally just work and that seems sold for you. So when I actually went for doing what I wanted to do and it started to work, and I'm starting to realize, like, wait, like I gotta do this and do that. I never knew about this. Like, why didn't I didn't get taught this stuff? But anyway, advice and things we should just I wish I knew at 16. So if you're watching this, you're ahead. You know, you're richer than me in a way that you're 16. I it feels like I was 16 not long ago. You know, I remember making this channel where I was 17. And time's flown like that. You're gonna be 22 soon, bro. Just remember that, innit? So take everything I'm saying, not even with a pinch of salt, let it soak in. And yeah, let's just get to it, man. I wrote a few notes, so if you see me looking at my screen, it's because, you know, I'm trying to see what I wrote. But yeah, you got to learn how to make money moves. You know, the poor, they tend to, and by poor I don't want to literally say poor people, middle. I'm just using these terms because they're terms that we've created for you to understand what I'm saying. You know, but the poor tend to trade money for time. You know, that's the exchange. You spend 8 hours doing something, you get this amount of money. Cool. The middle trade their skills for money. You know, this is a good ground. You know, you have skills, you can sell the skill that you have. I don't know, for say yours is marketing, you have a great eye for certain things and that's your skill, then you can sell your skill to companies, to people, and they pay for it, and in exchange you get money. Cool. But where the rich become rich, and really we're all human, you know, the mind is actually what separates everyone. But what the rich do is they build systems that make money for them whilst they're not even working. You know, that's separating, that's bridging the gap, you know, from the other two. That's being able to say that I'm sleeping all day and something that I've created, a system that is working, is still making me money. That's it. And the scale on what you can get rich off is all, it's just scale. It's just from one person buying or one person doing this to 100 people, and from 100 people doing it to 10,000. And you know, if you sell something that is, I think it's, if you sell something that's around £80 to about 10,000 people, you're a millionaire. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. It might be, it's somewhere between 850,000 to a mil, but it's skill. You know, it's skill. That's what it's really about. But the rich build systems that make them money whilst they're not working. You know, and they introduce the concept of leverage and they get income. And that is a that's a secret. I mean, when people say, "Oh, the people gatekeep," and that's what they do. It's not even secrets. You can hear it, but it's about doing it, and how to do it. And it's not luck, because you gotta know these things before you can, implement them. But again, there's two that is key. Even the skills for money, that's crucial as well, especially in the ground up. Like when you're, working and trying to do something, I would definitely recommend avoiding the trade time for money and try to get straight to the skills for money, And I sat in that pool for a good while, and to be honest, I still indulge in stuff that contains me giving my skill, in terms of money, or my brand awareness or whatever. I still dive into it, but the real end goal is to build systems that make money for you as you're not working, softwares, businesses, things that just move for you, that move the needle without you moving. And if you are looking for skills and stuff that can make you money online, so like copywriting, marketing, brand building, YouTube, the whole concept of even building your own clothing brand, then that's why I keep vouching the vote. I think we got about 30 people in there, and we still got 30 people in there. So we want more people to, leverage what's happening now, leverage these videos, leverage the internet, leverage the time that you have now, because that's it. It's gonna go anyway, so you might as well do something with it. But yeah, man. And then it's making smart plays as well, like stocks. Stocks is like a long game. I mentioned it before in another video, but there's people like Warren Buffett that's built wealth purely of just investment. Putting £10,000 into something, and over 2 decades seeing it grow. And it's like a tree. You plant the seed and it grows over time. It's delayed gratification. It's not something that you can see within hours or days or months, but over years and years it compounds. And if you just leave money in your account, then it practically decreases because of inflation. We used to go in the shop and Fredo bars was 20p, and now they're 50p, and now they're £1, and this, that. Like you can see inflation in small bits in front of you. Like I was even speaking to my granddad yesterday, about the property market, and the house that we're about to sell as a family, one of them, he brought that, the original price for it was 33,000. Like, what? And this is probably about 50 years ago, maybe a bit less than that, but 50 years ago, and it's in London, a good area, and it was 33,000. Obviously they didn't make as much money, and there wasn't as much possibilities to get that type of income, but the gap was better, meaning people could actually earn £10,000 a year back then, and it made it possible. Imagine hearing a property is 33,000 and you can make £8,000 to £10,000, and that was like a normal, like decent, good salary. Now you're hearing property prices are £500,000, and most people are making £40,000-50,000. It's crazy. The gap is like mad. You're thinking, wait, I gotta wait a decade for me to even, and then you can't even wait a decade. You gotta wait longer. Anyway, the system's not on your side anyway. We've already established this. We already know this. The system's not on your side, innit? But all I have to say is, yeah, the inflation is real, and it's right in front of you. And to be honest, another note from that: money is a tool. This is what I want to end the video off with you lot understanding. And to be honest, I only came to really understand this more recent in my life, because I used to be so uptight with it. But money is a tool, man. It's like, say I gave you a hammer and you just wanted to look at it and hold it the whole time, but it's like, you use the hammer when it's necessary to use it. Meaning, like, money is a tool. Like, you could use it to do more things, make your life more interested and to bring more things to you. So that's what you need to do with it, and stop looking at it as other things and start to actually look at it as a tool for your life. Because in the end of the day, we're not bringing nothing. If we go to a graveyard and I put 4 billionaires in there, 200 millionaires in there, and 1,000 normal, average civilian normal life, you will not be able to tell the difference. Every single person's grave will be the same, unless they spent a lot of money on it, but that's besides the point. I'm saying, if it was just a normal graveyard with bodies there, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Some things, but the earlier you know, the better. Make sure you join the free Telegram, join the vote, and I'm gonna catch you lot soon. Peace and love. Let's get it.